here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing the match?
I don't think he's in any hurry to end this one, King. And I don't think the crowd wants it to end either.
I know that Taz is supposed to be an ECW legend. I won't dispute that. But do you really want to go around calling yourself a garbage wrestling legend?
I think the human suplex machine is extremely proud of his accomplishments, King. As well he should be. And I'm sure you take exception to you referring to ECW as garbage wrestling.
Well, if Taz and ECW have a problem with that, maybe they should stop bringing trash cans to the ring. There's the reversal. It's like he read his opponent's mind. You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it. He's been chomping at the bit, and now he's getting his chance to enter the match.
Wow! Listen to these fans, JR!
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all. These superstars are going to put each other through. These fans love confidence in their superstars, and that's just what they're seeing from him here tonight.
Well, he can do this until the cows come home, but that's not going to win him the match.
Excellent counter. What ring presence?
Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan. How come all of these rappers can't talk about anything?
I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
This has gone beyond just being...
Looks like it's time to add another superstar to the match.
I think someone's going for a high-risk mode, JR.
He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place. I know you're always complaining about Randy Orton's ego, JR, but let's face it, Orton was the youngest world heavyweight champion of all time. I think he's earned the right to be a little arrogant.
I'm not taking anything away from Orton's accomplishments, King, but no one's got a higher opinion of him than Orton himself. Sometimes I wish he'd just shut his mouth and show us what he's got.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, look at the fire in his eyes. He's ready to get in this match.
I don't get why Taz is so proud of his ECW career, JR. How can you call yourself a legend when all you did was beat superstars who couldn't get a job working for a real company?
King, I think if Taz heard you say that, he wouldn't hesitate a second to pull that crown down around your ankles.
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest. And as far as I'm concerned, it's living up. Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going. Time for another superstar to join the match. He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
Boy, this John Cena sure is one of the most exciting young prospects in all of WWE.
Oh, come on, JR. John Cena's a thug. You know it. I know it. And all of these people know it. It makes me sick that he's allowed to be a WWE superstar.
I don't know how you can say that, King. Cena has dedicated himself to entertaining these fans, and quite frankly, I find him to have more character than many so-called respect. And there's the cover.
What a counter! Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR.
He's going up. This could backfire. A textbook reversal there.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen.
Oh, boy. These top rope moves can go either way.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR. So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match will be when you quit yapping.
Here's the pin! Could this be it? Randy Orton is a genius, JR. As soon as he got what he needed from Triple H and Ric Flair, he turned on him and jumped to SmackDown.
You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle. Taz is a superstar who's left a trail of victims in his wake. He's a legitimate, hardcore legend, and he won't hesitate to tell you so.
That's fine with me, JR. Taz can call himself the king of the bingo hall circuit all he wants. I'm happy being the king of sports entertainment. After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars.
There's the pin!
There aren't many superstars as diversely talented.
All's fair in love and war, JR. And I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper certainly never saw this man in action. He's not going to get caught with that one.
Randy Orton's one of the most dangerous superstars in the WWE, JR. Ric Flair and Triple H taught him everything he knows.
They may have taught Orton everything he knows, King, but I don't think they taught him everything they know. Orton may think he's got nothing left to learn, and that is not the position you want to be in when you're facing the doctor of thugonomics.
It sure isn't, JR. The STFU is locked in, and you don't see many superstars get out of this one. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact. Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can't, JR, and I don't think we'd have it any other way. These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What'd you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience. Well, he's going for the cover, JR.
Boy, I tell you, I'd never want to find myself in a fight with Taz. He might just have the shortest fuse, no pun intended, in the business.
Well, look at the size of him, JR. If you haven't noticed, everything about Taz is short, not just his fuse.
You know it's not the size of the dog in the fight, King. It's the size of the fight in the dog. And Taz's bite is much worse than his bark, I assure you.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much, but I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that was.
Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the Divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. Oh, for the love of... Open your eyes, Red. I can't believe he got away with that.
Well, you might not like it, JR, but he's going to do whatever it takes to win this one. I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear.
See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King. We've got the best superstars, the best fans,
and the best announced team. Don't forget that.
I was going to say that until you interrupted me. Now I'm just hoping I haven't lost Taz's phone number.
This match has the potential to be an instant classic, but I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right. I can't believe he countered that one. These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case now, is it? I've got a feeling that this has all... Oh, no! That last shot busted him wide. Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
Here comes the head of the table, the tribal chief.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Bloodline from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
Here's a man who's held the Universal Championship for over 2 years.
his opponents down, and now he's sharing a piece of his mind.
He's going to have to eat those words by the end of this match, JR.
Look at Shawn Michaels. The future Hall of Famer has overcome so much adversity in his career. But the Heartbreak Kid's got more heart than anyone I've ever seen in this business.
You know, JR, HBK might be a living legend and all, but I wish he'd just keep his mouth shut and let his actions in the ring speak for him. He's never met a microphone he didn't like.
Michaels has impressed me more times than I can count. Even you have to admit that he's done a lot for this business.
Yeah, and the business has done a lot for him. Michaels tries to come off as a goody two-shoes, but when it comes right down to it, he's as much of an egotist as anyone else in the business. He saw that one coming. This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill them, somebody would be pushing up daisies.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that.
I think it's funny that he calls himself Kid Cash, JR, because I don't think he's worth a dime.
Well, that's your view, King. But King Cash is money in the bank where I see it.
This match has the potential to be an instant classic, but I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
Show off all you want, but it's not going to win you the match.
No, but getting the crowd behind you can certainly give you the edge. Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. Jeez, JR. Don't hold anything back. Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
I think it's a damn shame that someone who's working...
I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much. But I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that was. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
We've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
Hey, you're stepping on my territory, JR. Just stick to the play-by-play. Man, talk about ugly. Trevor Murdoch looks like he ran the 100-yard dash in a 90-yard. Oh, man, that's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there. All's fair in love and war, JR, and I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper certainly never saw this man in action.
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest, and as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
I can't believe he countered that one. There's the reversal.
No! No! How can a referee allow something like that?
Come on, JR. You know that the referee's health plan doesn't include vision. And I can't express how sick I am of hearing him talk himself up and then choke in the ring.
I think you're selling him short, King. Yes, Matt Hardy is less adverse to him. Yes, he's been beaten before. But by God, everyone who steps in the ring with him knows they've been in a fight. He may get the 3 count here. Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't let them take busted through the cell. My God, that's gotta be it.
Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for SmackDown Talk.
We could have a pinfall here, JR. So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, sir. It looks like he's taking advantage of his dazed opponent.
He sure is, JR. There it is, the twist of fate.
And there's the cover.
telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
Spoken like a guy who's never been in there, Cole. Trust me, when it comes down to you or them, it's a whole different level of intensity.
I'll have to take your word for it, Taz. I honestly can't imagine a more electric atmosphere than the one in this arena right now.
You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's pretty obvious since the beginning who you're rooting for.
I never claimed to be completely objective, Taz. It's no secret I respect superstars who stick within the rules and show some sportsmanship in the ring.
You gotta understand, Cole, I know it ain't exactly emotion, but you're putting your body on the line in there. You gotta do whatever it takes to protect yourself and pick up the win.
Taz, you're talking about two different things. Going outside the rules in the name of self-defense is one thing, but cheating to steal a victory and enhance your own career is something completely different.
Oh, come on, quit showing off. This is supposed to be a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before, Taz. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight. Pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think, look at this. He's using his opponent's taunt against him.
I love hearing the crowd come alive.
Oh, my God, what a chair shot.
Yeah, and that don't tickle. Believe me, young lady. You know, RVD calls himself the whole damn show, and that just gives you an idea, just a little sample of how big this guy's ego is. I think he should focus his energy on winning matches and titles instead of promoting himself all the time.
If RVD's got a big ego, it's because he's earned it. As a former ECW superstar yourself, you should know what an impressive...
Man, what a chair shot. Reminds me of the old ECW days.
If that's your idea of good old days, I'm glad I wasn't around for them. Great reversal. He's swinging for the fences with that sledgehammer.
He's all about bring. This is just dumb, Cole. You don't win a match by taunting your opponent to death.
I disagree, Taz. Getting the crowd on your side can be a huge psychological boost. Oh my God, what a sickening impact for that sledgehammer.
No kidding. That thing is meant to crush stone. Just imagine what it will do to a human body. Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're gonna be feeling it. I think someone's looking for a weapon here, Cole. Ah, that's the way to do it. Grab a weapon from under the ring and start swinging. You know, you can show off for the crowd all you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually, Taz, I think it's a great display of confidence on the part of this great superstar.
Whoa, you see that? What? God.
This could result in a serious injury if no one stops this. It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers.
Oh, man, what an impact.
You can hear that one up in the cheap seats, Cole.
Oh, man, I don't think that was ever meant to be used like that.
Maybe not, Cole, but I'll tell you what, it seems to be doing a trick.
Oh, no, he's looking for a weapon. This could cause a serious injury.
These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE man
on the mat, shoulders down. This could be it. What a shot. That sledgehammer will mess you up for good.
And I can't imagine how anyone could come back from something like that. Looks like he's decided to grab a weapon from under the ring. Why do they keep so many dangerous weapons under the ring? Those things can cause serious injuries. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. An injured superstar's like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest. Yeah, that's it. Do it again.
I'm glad you're enjoying this. I can't say I am.
Can you believe this match so far, Cole?
I really can't, Taz. This isn't anything like what I expected from these competitors.
Yeah, I gotta admit, they're surprising the hell out of me here, too.
And I think it's that unpredictability that makes these superstars so exciting to watch. He's putting that weapon to good use here.
No doubt. As long as he's got that thing, he's in the driver's seat.
He could pin his opponent right here. Taz, in your entire career, have you ever seen a superstar as loved by the fans as Rob Van Dam?
No, I've never had. I mean, every crowd that Van Dam performs in front of loves this guy to death.
And it looks like he's bleeding. This is not going to help his chances.
Well, that depends, Cole. I mean, some guys, they go a little nuts at the sight of their own blood, and they become unstoppable.
Well, that doesn't seem like a good strategy to me. I hope he ends this before he suffers a serious injury.
All right, time to see what kind of toys we got under the ring. Here's the reversal, Cole.
There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out? Lock the doors.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat.
He countered that one perfectly.
King, I don't think there's any doubt in anyone's mind here tonight that Jim Neidhart is a bona fide legend of sports entertainment.
Well, what JR. Sports entertainment is in his blood.
You're right about that, King. Neidhart is, of course, a member of the legendary Hart family.
Man, can you imagine what their family reunions must have been like, JR?
Looks like it's time to add another superstar to the match.
Here's the cover, JR. I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal. Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
A textbook reversal there.
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest. And as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly... Here he comes, JR. He can't wait to get involved in this one. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. He's going up. But what's he going to do when he gets there? After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. And there's the cover. I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR. These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE.
Another superstar joining in. The more the merrier, I say. Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but I truly believe Raw is a dominant brand of sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man. And I have to believe we're head and shoulders better than the competition.
You won't get any argument from me, JR. SmackDown's the minor leagues as far as I'm concerned. He can pin him right here, JR.
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure? We've got someone else entering the match, JR. Oh, man, that was almost 3, JR.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this one.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well, then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way. I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. Would you look at that? A great... We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
Yes! He's a 3 count away from a pinfall. So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match will be when you quit yapping and let me enjoy it.
Now, JR, keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later. I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out. I'll tell you what, King. Jim Neidhart is just about as tough as they come and a true legend in our business.
No doubt about that, JR. These fans sure are getting a treat here tonight watching the Anvil in action.
And here's the pin.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these fans can't stand it when he does this, JR. But I think it's great. I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out. That was like 2 7/8, JR. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
He's going for the pin. See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King. We've got the best superstars, the best fans,
And the best announced team. Don't forget that.
I was going to say that until you interrupted me. Now I'm just hoping I haven't lost Taz's phone number. This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh, no. This is classic old-school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around that your Social Security number was one.
There's the pin!
It's a short climb, but a potentially long fall.
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second.
He may get the 3 count here. He almost got the 3 count, but almost doesn't count.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late. So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
It's like you had his opponent's mouth.
Is that? No, only 2. And now a pin. This could be it.
Was that 3? No? Come on. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the liver tape.
All right, enough. I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again. There's the reversal. Wow, listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all. This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
And he's got his opponent in a pinning predicament.
Oh, man, JR. You don't ever want to get on the mats. Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be. Well, from the looks of things,
This could be a pinfall. And there's a little something for the crowd. The best superstars never ignore their fans.
The best superstars also finish off their opponents instead of giving them time to recover. I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the superstar you pick.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can.
Oh my gosh, JR! He's going for it!
The RKO! The RKO!
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a would you look at that, a blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going. Ah! Oh, man. That's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one... We all know what's coming next.
If I could figure out a way to say it using only one-syllable words, I'd do it, JR.
No matter how many times I see it.
Look at that!
The Apex Predators has arrived. One of the all-time greats has seen and done everything there is to do in this business.
Representing RK Bro from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, the Fighter, Randy
pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR.
It's 10 feet to the top of the cage, but it might as well be a mile when you're inside. That's what happens if their opponent is a down and out. This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh, no. This is classic old-school wrestling at its finest. You, all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your Social Security number was wrong.
You've got to move quickly if you want to get out of the cage. He's not letting his opponent get away that easily. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that can go either way.
You know, Jay,
We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
you talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
That's putting it mildly. Piper's nuttier than a box of peanut brittle. That's putting it mildly. Piper's nuttier than a box of peanut brittle.
All due respect to Piper, I can see why you might think that, King. He's unpredictable, to say the least. That went nowhere. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it. He's going for the cover, JR.
And it's been reversed.
He countered that one perfectly.
He started climbing. If he makes it over the cage, he's won the match.
Oh, man, you got to move quicker than that.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't... Are you seeing what I'm seeing, King? Looks like turnabout is fair play. And here's the pin.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know.
You better make sure your opponent's down and out before you start climbing the cage. You can't get out of the cage if your opponent's in any shape to stop you.
I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR?
Oh, boy. Looks like someone's making a break for it, King.
What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match. My God, he's just inches away from escaping the cage. Look at him feeding off the
The only Logan Paul. And from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 185 pounds, Logan Paul.
Well, love him or hate him, his career is off to an amazing start.
You're right, Saxton. This guy nearly ended the 800-plus day Universal title reign of Roman Reigns in just his third match.
Undertaker on SmackDown, but how great would it be if Kane was a SmackDown superstar?
I don't think that's a very good idea at all, Taz. As a matter of fact, it's kind of terrifying.
You see, Cole, that's the reason why you would make a horrendous general manager. Someone talks about bringing one of the top superstars in the business to your brand, and you refuse because you think he's too scary? Man, if you end up winning a match like this, you're gonna be... Uh-oh. Goozle!
Oh, my God! What a chokeslam! All the way from hell!
Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these super...
Why do they keep so many dangerous weapons under the ring? Those things can cause serious injuries. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
No surprise there, Cole.
Oh, my God! What a chair shot!
Yeah, and that don't tickle. Believe me, young lady. Man, what a chair shot. Reminds me of the old ECW days.
If that's your idea of good old days, I'm glad I wasn't around for them. I don't think there's ever been a more dominant superstar in WWE than the legendary dead man, The Undertaker.
Yeah, but you can only stay on top of the mountain for so long, and the dead man's been there for a very, very long time.
That might be true, Taz, but I don't see anyone on the horizon who could dethrone the Phenom.
That was a textbook reversal.
I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I locked into Taz's mission, that was it. End of story. It was over.
I think you're developing a selective memory in your old age, partner.
Oh, man, these fans are fired up now.
They sure are, and you know that's going to have an effect on this match. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has all the make... Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going.
And neither does his opponent. Choke slam from hell!
You know, Cole, I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this.
3, 4, 5.
It's been said before, but that doesn't make it any less true. Kane is pure evil to the core. This monster doesn't care about anyone or anything.
And you say that like it's a bad thing.
No, but there's more to being a WWE. This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, tell you what, one mistake and we're going to see that fire go out pronto. The thing you got to remember about The Undertaker is that 50% of his style, his offense, is about getting inside the head of his...
Look at this. He's lifting his opponent by the throat.
He's got this guy way up there, Cole. What goes up must come down. I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too. And I do agree with what they're saying, Taz. Oh, no. I think he's bleeding from that last shot.
Whoa, you're not kidding, Cole. He's busted wide open.
Get in there and take a look at him, ref.
3, 4, 5, 6.
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going.
Welcome to NXT, the big red machine unknown. Weighing in at 323 pounds, Kane!
I tell you, I've been to a lot of NXT superstars back there with a little
trepidation going on, a little nervousness knowing that Kane